In this video, we show you how to validate and certify your time spent on jobs. This validation should be done after each workday or before starting your next workday. It is very important to do this each day. Until you do, the jobs cannot be processed or invoiced. Furthermore, only validated times are used to calculate payroll. To validate your time spent on jobs, open the menu and select Job Times. The report will appear. Now, first click on the plus sign where it says Job Times Filter for your name. Then select today or yesterday, depending on the case. You can also use this week or last week to check and make sure you validate all your times for the period. Then click Go to execute. Your jobs for that period will display. They'll be grouped and ordered by date. Under each date, all your jobs for that day will be listed. Clicking on the down arrow left of the job will list all the job times logged for that job. Each entry will have standard, overtime, double time, and lunch time. These times are summed up at the job level, and then the times for all jobs for each day are totaled up next to the date. Here's one day with two jobs, one with 6 hours standard time and the other one with one, totaling 7 for the day. If you scroll to the right, you'll find a half hour for lunch. Now notice the coloring days with less than 8 hours work will be in yellow. Days with more than 8 hours work will be in red, and days with exactly 8 hours of work will be in green. If an entry needs to be edited, simply click the Edit button. You'll find the Edit button located just underneath the job number. You'll find the arrival and departure dates and times. You don't need to edit these. The system will do that for you. The charge date is important. Make sure that it is set correctly. You then have the standard, overtime, and double time entries. Now let's reset to 0 the double time and overtime entries. And let's replace the 7 hours of standard time with just 3 hours. First thing to notice is that the hours for the day are going to yellow, meaning there's less than 8 hours for the day. Then we notice also on top the departure time self-adjusted to 3 hours after the arrival time. Now, instead of 3 hours, let's try 9 hours instead. See what happens. Now, as I put 9, first the total time changed and went into red to indicate you have more than 8 hours. Then the system logged 8 hours for the day in standard time and automatically moved 1 hour into overtime, ensuring that your hour of overtime is recorded. Notice also the departure time adjusted itself as well. The system ensures there is no more than 8 hours regular hours in a day, but you can still log overtime even if you have less hours. Simply enter those hours manually into the overtime and double time field. Once your time's corrected, simply click Done. You'll be asked if all service reports are completed. Enter yes or no depending. You'll then be notified your updates were saved. Now, to go back to the job times, reopen the menu and select Job Times to continue. Now, as we open that, notice we now see the updated results. Now, another thing you need to document is your lunchtime for each day that you worked more than 6 hours. Now, to do so, select the job during which or after which you took your lunch break. Make sure you don't already have lunch times for that day. Then click the Add Lunch link under that job. Notice the charge date. Scroll down and see the half hours under lunch. All you need to do is click Done. Select yes or no to the Are there field service reports complete? Then you get your message, new time and mileage created. And again, open the menu, select Job Times to return. Notice the half-hour lunch was added. Now let's repeat that process for the next day. As we scroll down, we'll see the next day only has 8 hours in regular time on it and has no lunch time against it. So we will click the Add Lunch button again. We see that it's tagged against the proper user. It puts automatically the half hours. We answer that question again. Are all services and report complete? Our new time and mileage is created. And we open the menu and go back to Job Times to open it again. So once you've validated all your times and made necessary adjustments and added your lunch time for every day, you will click the I approve these time entries button at the bottom of the screen. Clicking this will log an approved date for your times and lock those times down. This will now allow the office to bill for the job, and your payroll timesheet is complete for that day or that period.